Good morning to all participants from Brazil, and good evening to all participants joining us from ASEAN countries. Thank you all for being connected today. My name is Ary Quintella, and I'm the ambassador of Brazil to Malaysia. It is a great honor for me to deliver the opening remarks for the webinar Brazil, ASEAN and Semiconductors, Unveiling Global South Synergies. Before we dive into the program, I would like to provide some context for this initiative. This webinar is part of a series known as Brazil-ASEAN Innovation Sessions, created by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Brazil to promote Brazil and ASEAN relations in the fields of science, technology, and innovation. In August, the Embassy of Brazil in Singapore organized a webinar on startups and venture capital. Today, the Embassy in Kuala Lumpur is organizing this webinar on semiconductors. And next December, our Embassy in Jakarta will be organizing one on sustainable mobility. Yu Chin Tong, thank you for joining us. Good evening. These webinars are aligned with two pillars of Brazilian foreign policy. First, we have the Innovation Diplomacy Program, which aims to showcase Brazil as an innovative nation on the international stage. And I should note that this program, the Innovation Diplomacy, may have contributed to place Brazil again amongst the top 50 innovative countries globally and the most innovative in Latin America, as indicated in the recently released Global Innovation Index 2023. Being an innovative nation is especially crucial for Brazil in our relation with ASEAN countries, and this relation is the second pillar I would like to highlight today. In 2022, Brazil became the first sectoral dialogue partner of ASEAN in Latin America. Brazil was also the first Latin American country to accede to the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia. Our trade relations are very significant. ASEAN is a key trade partner of Brazil. Many people do not realize this, both in Malaysia and Brazil, but we export more to some ASEAN countries, including Malaysia and Singapore, than to some of our traditional partners in Europe and South America. From January to September 2023, for example, Brazil exported more to Malaysia than to the UK or to France. But we want our relations to go beyond the current trade pattern. We want to diversify it and to qualify it for both sides. Science, technology, and innovation plays a pivotal role in achieving this goal. To facilitate collaboration between Brazilian and ASEAN technology stakeholders, our Brazilian embassies in Kuala Lumpur, Hanoi, Jakarta, and Singapore have produced innovation ecosystems reports. Those reports are available to the public on the website of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Brazil, and they map promising markets and opportunities. In the case of Malaysia, the report helped us here at the embassy to identify potential synergies between the Malaysian and the Brazilian semiconductor sectors. We all know that semiconductor chips are at the heart of our digital future, impacting geopolitics and economic development. Malaysia already plays a significant role in the global semiconductor supply chain, and its thriving electrical and electronics ecosystem is a priority under the recently launched New Industrial Master Plan 2030, for which I would like to congratulate, by the way, the Vice Minister at MITI. Congratulations. In parallel, under President Lula, Brazil actively promotes the semiconductor sector growth. By promoting connections between relevant stakeholders and raising mutual awareness, what this webinar today proposes is a strategical approach. In different scales, both countries, Brazil and Malaysia, have installed capacity, accumulated experience, geographical location, and skilled human resources. All those factors are enablers for a mutually beneficial collaboration. By bringing together high-ranking officials, private sector representatives, and research and development institutions, we aim for this webinar to be the start of concrete joint initiatives. Before giving the floor to our panelists and to our moderator, I would like to acknowledge the presence of my dear friend, YB Liu Ching Tong, Deputy Minister of Investment, Trade and Industry of Malaysia, MITI, of Mr. Henrique de Oliveira Miguel, Secretary of Science and Technology for Digital Transformation at the Brazilian Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and of Datuk Hanafi Sakri, Deputy Secretary General for Industry of MITI. I would also like to express my gratitude to all other panelists. And finally, a very special thanks to the supporting partners of this webinar, Brazilian and Malaysian associations, ABSEMI in Brazil, and Malaysia Semiconductor Association, MSIA. The presidents of ABSEMI and MSIA, Mr. Rogério Nunes and Datoseri Wang Xiuhai, will be panelists today, and both institutions have supported this event from the beginning. A key partner to this event, MSIA will also moderate the panels through its director and already a dear friend of the Embassy of Brazil in Kuala Lumpur, Mr. Andrew Chan. Andrew, thank you very much, and now I pass the floor